Welcome to the weekend edition of News with a Twist. I'm Peyton LoCicero.
And I'm Kenny Lopez, and we're going to have some fun tonight.
Yes,
but
we are.
Here are some of the stories making headlines this week.
The mayor of Biloxi says Mississippi should be a part of any future decision to open the Bonnie Carey spillway. Mayor Andrew Galich wants his city council to pass a resolution in support of a law that gives the state a voice in the process. Last year, the Army Corps of Engineers opened the spillway twice, which sent fresh water from the Mississippi River into the Mississippi Sound. Mayor Galich says that this was a complete disaster for Gulf Coast fisheries. He also wants a resolution supporting federal legislation to help the fisheries recover. The council will consider resolutions next week.
The oysters were really affected.
They were.
And you could be catching more than beads and go cups this Mardi Gras.
Ooh.
You ready for it?
I'm ready.
A nonprofit organization called Grounds Crew is making consumable throws with Louisiana dark roast coffee, red beans, and jambalaya. Arc GNO is wrapping them in fiber snacks from India, and all the products are biodegradable. Riders can buy these throws at the Mardi Gras Recycling Center on South LaBar Road, and they're only $2 each.
Wow, that's awesome.
Great throws.
Really great. And the brew is back. Dixie Brewing Company officially opened today in New Orleans East. They had a 14-year production hiatus because of Hurricane Katrina.
Looks nice.
The return of Dixie Beer and its brewing facility is part of a long-term, multi-million-dollar project along with the Industrial Canal in New Orleans East. The brewery is 85,000 square feet and they can produce, get this, 167 cans per minute.
Ooh, that's fast.
And the Dixie Lager takes 28 days to brew. It's pretty quick.
Almost a month, yeah.
Yeah, really quick.
And it's really revitalizing New Orleans East, helping to do that.
That's awesome.
And there's a new tarp hanging from the side of the collapsed Hard Rock Hotel site. You can see it right there. And it's new and it's yellow. And this tarp replaces a red one that the city of New Orleans had been using to cover up a deceased worker's legs sticking out of the wreckage.
Oh, it's so awful.
And the first tarp was blown away in the wind, and Fire Chief Tim McConnell called it reprehensible that a photo of the worker's legs were being shared on social media. But because of that, he was forced to finally explain why the city tried to cover up the body instead of just bringing it down.
Wow.
Quite frankly, as you can see, it's no safe way to get that tarp up there. It's virtually impossible right now. I mean, they are in the collapse, and we've had experts from every field that we could find to come in here, and no one has been able to present a safe plan to do it without the risk of losing the building shifting and collapsing.
The chief says that the wreckage is shifting and moving every single day and that it's dangerously unstable. He says an implosion is still the best way to bring it down and to recover the remains for the families. And I think that's supposed to start in March.
Hopefully sooner rather than later.
Agreed.
Well, something happening right now. DirecTV has less than a month to remove a satellite from space that the company says could explode. Woo. The company informed the FCC that one of its telecommunications satellites, like the one that you see right here, that it suffered damage to its battery. Ugh, yikes.
Not good.
If it does explode, it could take out other telecommunications satellites that are orbiting nearby. The FCC has granted DirecTV 30 days to take the satellite out of orbit and decommission it.
Okay.
Yep.
And the U.S. Transportation Department is getting stricter on emotional support animals. That means you can't bring your peacock on your flight.
Oh, bummer. That's what I wanted to bring.
The department is proposing new rules aimed at cracking down on falsely claimed emotional support pets on their flights. Now, legitimate service and emotional support dogs would not be turned away from flights with their handlers, but owners must have the proper forms certifying their animals' training, good health, and behavior. Yeah.
Good things.
So, no pigs, no peacocks.
And no bees, like we told everybody a couple weeks ago.
Yes, but you can bring your Mikey, your little Mikey dog.
3 American firefighters died in a plane crash. This is a sad note while battling wildfires in Australia. The men were in a C-130 Hercules water tanker when it crashed into the side of a mountain. in New South Wales. Excuse me. There were no survivors. It's absolutely terrible that happened.
Very sad. And we've got an Australian star, though, who was spotted in NOLA. Hugh Jackman, there he is. Apparently, him and his family, they took a tour with Sydney Smith of Haunted History Tours. Now, Sydney tells me that Hugh was very friendly and jovial. I hear that from a lot of people, that he's just a great guy. And he told them that he's been filming in New Orleans his new movie called Reminiscence. And he's been here for a few months, but he tends to always leave on the weekends when they're not filming. But last weekend, he wanted to enjoy a little bit of the French Quarter spookiness, so he took the tour.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of roar at the Audubon Zoo. They welcomed 2 new lion cubs, and we don't know what they are, what sex they are, but the staff members say the cubs are doing great and they're very active when they're not snuggling with their mama. The cubs will not make their official debut for at least 12 weeks, so mark your calendars, get your tickets, and go see them. They're so itty bitty.
I want to call that one Simba. You name the other one.
Nala.
Nala, perfect. And New Orleans native and Newman grad Eli Manning has announced he's retiring from the NFL. He's 39 years old. The New York Giant has been in the league for 16 seasons and has earned 2 Super Bowl MVPs. What a player. We wish him luck in his retirement. And his folks still live here in the Garden District.
Yes.
So maybe he'll come and visit New Orleans more.
I like that idea. The Pelicans lost, but New Orleans won Wednesday night. They got to see Zion. It's been a long time in the making to see the star player back on the court. And you might remember 3 months ago, Zion was supposed to make his NBA debut, but a lateral meniscus tear stopped him in his tracks. Finally healed and ready to play, Zion played in Wednesday night's game against the Spurs. It didn't end like we wanted to, but Zion had 5 in the first 3 quarters, 17 and 3 minutes of a stretch in the 4th, and while he had a great first game, it wasn't enough for the Pelicans to take home away.
Yeah, and you learned a little cool tidbit about what he does before the game. What is it?
Yes, he meditates, that way he can stay cool, calm, and collected to be ready for the game.
Cool.
Yep. And those are your News with a Twist headlines. Get them anytime on our WGNO News app.
Looking forward to see what he does this season, aren't you?
Absolutely. I'm so ready to see what he does.
And the Pelicans have had a less than stellar season so far, though.
Yep.
We can't forget that. Not terrible, but they're not that great either.
But now that Zion's back in the picture, things could be looking up. Let's hope. So with a fresh start, we wanted to know what you guys are hoping for the season.
You let us know when you grab the mic.
My hope for the Pelicans this year, well, I just hope they win.
That Zion is healthy and fit to play for the rest of the season.
All right, well, I mean, it's great to have Zion back. I just hope that, the Pelicans keep the momentum going.
My hope for the Pelicans this season is to get to the playoffs. We have J.J. Redick, who has not missed a playoff appearance, and we also have Zion, who is getting out of his injury, today?
I would like to see the Pelicans win the division and for Zion to take it as the MVP.
To actually get a chance to see what Zion can do. He's back, we're excited, and everybody's definitely cheering for the Pelicans as a whole.
I really don't pay attention to basketball that much, so I can't really say anything, but I do hope they do good for New Orleans' sake.
My sincerest hope for the Pelicans this season is that they turn me into a basketball fan.
High hopes for the Pelicans and
Definitely.
Zion, yeah. What is your hope?
Oh, no, I asked you first.
I was just going to say that he stays healthy,
Okay.
because if he stays healthy, then he'll keep playing good. But if he doesn't, then he'll have to sit on the bench again.
Mine kind of
What about
goes
you?
along with that. I want him to, when he's healthy, to help us win.
Yeah.
We want a winning season. The
Well-
Pelicans deserve that,
We won't bow down,
We
like
will
the
not bow
slogan
down.
says, right?
No. Yeah.
And the other expression is out with the old and in with the new. And since we're in a new year, we thought it would be fun to look at hot trends from last year and decide if they're still ballin', still pretty cool and hip, or if they're fallen, not so popular in 2020. So ready, Paylo?
I'm ready.
First up, let's start with the fashion trends. We
Okay.
got the maroon suits, and we obviously got the memo. Look at us. We're both wearing maroon, but check out John Legend, The Rock, Bobby Bones.
Okay.
Everybody when you watch the award shows, men are rocking the maroon suits.
I'm gonna have to keep an eye out for that because the Grammys is this weekend.
Yeah, so keep your eyes peeled for that.
Yes.
I think it's ballin' though, definitely ballin'.
I do too. Obviously, we wore it.
Yeah,
you know.
ballin'. Okay, what about the next one?
How about tiny purses? Are they ballin' or are they fallin'?
You see, you need a magnifying glass to see Lizzo's little purse.
Right, you can't even see it.
Ballin'.
Ballin'.
Yeah,
ballin'.
because they don't serve a purpose. No. Lizzo looks great, but the purse.
It can fit like an Advil in there, that's it.
Advil and a Tic Tac.
Or
that's
a penny.
all she gets. Yeah, and a penny. Her lucky penny. Okay, what about this? This always bothered me. These hot dog legs on social media. Oscar Mayer wieners.
I know.
Don't they
You
look
need to draw
like
some like, what's it, mustard you put on hot dogs?
Yeah, I think I see the Wienermobile over there. Anyway, this is what a lot of women do on the beach or at the pool. I think that is...
Guilty of it.
You've done it before?
I've done it before.
I don't do it with my hairy legs. They don't look like hot dogs. They look like, I don't know, monkey legs or something.
Some like molted, like hair coming out of them.
Yes, some hot dogs that fell in the sewer.
Oh,
okay, anyway.
Next one.
Ballin'.
Okay, so this one I think is going to get a ballin' because it's, what about nautical themes? I think they're making waves.
Oh, I have that outfit.
In fashion, accessories, jewelry. I mean, I own a gift shop in Destin and it has personalized gifts and stuff, but we always love all of the nautical theme stuff.
I think that's ballin'.
Yeah.
You too?
Yeah.
Yes.
Ballin'.
We all need a little vitamin C in our lives, right?
Yes.
I kind of want that outfit.
Okay, what's this one?
Finally, the Impossible Whopper. And I think it was kind of an impossible idea that anybody would really want to eat a meatless burger that Burger King was selling.
Right.
So it was always kind of fallen.
I think so too. I don't think it took off like they thought it was going to.
No.
Oh well.
Not a slam dunk with this one.
Better luck next time.
Yeah, but at least they tried.
They did. They tried.
I heard it was actually kind of good though.
Oh, I never tried it.
Yeah, but it's not a real burger.
Speaking of fallen, Kenny, have you seen this? Iguanas have been falling from the trees.
What?
Yes. Temperatures fell to 40 degrees this week in Miami, and this is what happened.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And this is the coldest it's been in Miami in more than 9 years since December of 2010, which is more proof of why the iguanas are falling from the trees. They're going into a cold shock in Miami because it's been so cold. Poor little things.
I know.
No, don't worry. I know. The iguanas are not dead, even though they kind of look dead. When the iguanas heat up in the sunlight, they go back to normal.
Whew, thank goodness.
What would you do if an iguana fell on you and you were just riding your bike on the beach or walking by?
I would be terrified.
Yeah,
poor iguanas.
That's crazy. I've had squirrels fall on me in City Park before. Yeah, they just like trip and fall on the branches and they fall on me and I'm like, oh my gosh.
Okay, that's never happened to me.
Yeah, but no iguanas yet.
I'll be looking out for the iguanas.
Careful of the squirrels in City Park, though.
Okay.
And this time of year is when the fun really starts rolling.
Oh, yeah.
And with so much coming up, we want to give you at home some ideas.
Yeah, so this week's twist list is things to do in NOLA. Are you ready? Bum, 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 ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, bum, bum.
It's carnival time in Louisiana, so why not check out the Louisiana State Museum?
Yep, that's right. The museum is open Tuesdays through Sundays from 10 a.m. till 4:30 p.m. And get this, tickets are only $7. This permanent exhibit offers a window into the annual celebration and rituals of Mardi Gras.
Oh, awesome.
So learning about carnival artifacts, costumes, jewelry, and the history of New Orleans Mardi Gras is a must before the parades start rolling, right?
Yeah, and I bet a lot of locals haven't even checked that out.
No.
So speaking of parades, let the good times roll with the crew of Chewbacca's at 7 p.m. on February 1st. That's in the Marigny. Then it's Crew Bohème in the French Quarter on Friday, February 7th. That starts at 7. The next day, also in the French Quarter, we got Crew de Vue. It's pretty racy at 6:30, followed by Crew de Lucien. And if you want to know all the parades and their times and the schedule, head on over to WGNO.com.
Okay, since it is officially the Lunar New Year today, we want to tell you about a unique festival on February 7th through the 9th. It's called Tet Fest.
Colorful.
I know, it's the Vietnamese New Year, and it will be in full swing. So there will be a traditional Vietnamese cuisine area, dance and music, children's activities, and stunning firework displays every night. Tet Fest will be on the grounds of Mary Queen of Vietnam Church. And get this, Kenny, it is free to get in.
The best price.
Yes, but you'll want to make sure you bring some money to buy food and trinkets.
Okay.
Yes.
Also, the weekend of February 8th and 9th in City Park. Tie your shoelaces and get on your mark. Ready, set, go to the Rock and Roll Marathon with more than 25 start lines around the world. There's one start and finish line right here in New Orleans. So Peyton, you know, there's a distance for everyone. The Rock and Roll Marathon series infuses music with running that'll keep you moving and grooving for miles.
I like it.
I've always wanted to do that.
I might sign up for that one.
Yeah.
That one sounds great.
Because music really helps you
Yes.
go. And it's
Just keep on going. Run, run.
Yeah, it really helps. So
Yeah.
maybe this year I'll do it.
Okay.
Maybe we should do it.
In our
In our maroon suits.
That way everybody can see it.
And our nautical
Yes.
hats. Yeah.
Okay.
But no tiny purses.
No.
Not allowed.
No.
Every week, our friends at Neutral Ground News, it's a satire publication. They make us some funny memes.
Yes,
So let's check out a few. And this week's, What Do You Mean? Peyton, have you ever been woken up to birds chirping loudly?
As a matter of fact, I have.
Well, here in New Orleans, the birds make you realize you're living in such a magical place because they will wake you up chopping instead of
that's
chirping. Chop, chop, chop a style, chop a style. A few
like
days
it.
ago, no joke, the birds woke me up because they were making this sound. Wiki, 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 wiki. I wonder if they like hear songs on the street and just copy them like parrots.
Hey, it happened in the Hunger Games.
Yeah. Our New Orleans birds got that good soul.
They do. Well, it's king cake season. It's finally here. We've been waiting, and I bet you can't eat just one slice.
Nope.
So how about 31 slices? This meme reads, I'm not sure how many pieces of king cake it takes to be happy, but so far, 31's not enough. So, wow, 31 flavors and then some? Filling ourselves with king cakes this time of year gives us all the feels.
How many can you eat in one sitting?
Oh, well, you don't want to know. I can eat a lot.
You're healthy, yeah.
I am, but when I see a king cake, I can't help it. I can't turn it down.
Oh, it's Carnival.
It's Carnival. It's okay. I'll work
Part
out
of
after.
the fun.
Yeah.
Work out after.
Yeah.
And Samoa's Caramel Delights. Why do these Girl Scout cookies taste the same but have different names?
So good.
Love
Oh my
Tank of the
gosh.
Bangas. Yeah,
could
they're up for
listen all
Best
day.
New Artist at the Grammys this weekend tomorrow.
Oh, love it.
And you know what goes good with parades? Music. But Girl Scout cookies, also a treat on the parade route, right? But lately
Absolutely.
there seems to be some cookie confusion.
What?
Ever notice that Samoa's and Caramel Delights look the same, taste the same, but have different names?
Well, we did some research and found that the Girl Scout Cookies of USA say that there are 2 bakeries which manufacture these delicious delights. So how do you know if you get Caramel Delights or Samoa's?
How?
Well, it's not that simple like East Coast, West Coast, but it's based on each Girl Scout council in your region and which distributor they decide to choose.
Oh, and I heard that some of their other cookies also have different names and recipes depending on your region. But Thin Mints are Thin Mints wherever you live.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah, pretty interesting because I thought they got rid of Samoa's entirely because growing up, I always had Samoa's, then I moved here and it's Caramel Delights. And, But it's not the case. They're both still around.
Well, that's good to know.
Yeah.
Now
What's your
you
favorite Girl Scout cookie?
Tagalongs and Samoas all day long.
Yeah, okay, so you must have lived in a Tagalong and Samoa region then.
I guess so. What about you?
It was different region, yeah. My favorite's Thin Mints though. Thin Mints all the way.
Oh yeah. Well, Kenny, do you know what time it is?
What time is it?
It's time for our Womp Womp of the Week.
This week, our Womp Womp goes to the Royals. It's been a rough couple of weeks as Prince Harry and Meghan Markle announced they will renounce their titles. You know, this is a Womp Womp because it's such a big rift between the family who has been a part of a triumphant legacy of monarchy for generations. But at the same time, we have to give the Harry and Meghan lots of love for doing what they need to do for their family, especially after hearing Harry's heartwarming speech. Take a listen.
It was so many months of talks after so many years of challenges. And I know I haven't always gotten it right, but as far as this goes, there really was no other option. What I want to make clear is we're not walking away. And we certainly aren't walking away from you.
So, what do you think about that? Do you think that they're doing a good thing?
I think that they're doing the right thing for their family. I don't think that they should be all that upset about it. And I think that, it is an interesting thing that they are walking away from such a legacy, but it's what's best for their family. They've got to do it.
They're following their heart, and I don't think, and I hate it when people blame Meghan about it.
Right.
Prince Harry's a grown man. He's doing this because he wants to. And I read some articles too that Princess Diana would have been very proud of him and Meghan for doing this and standing up for their family.
I think so.
So
I agree.
I'm still here for them.
Me too.
And there's nothing we love more than shining a spotlight on people right here in Louisiana doing good deeds, right?
That is right. And we want to shine a light on those making a difference right here in Louisiana with our segment called 3 Cheers For.
This week, our 3 cheers goes to school counselor Farrah Parker.
Hip, hip, hooray!
Farrah Parker is the college and career counselor at Kenner Discovery Health Sciences Academy. During the College Football Playoff National Championship and Extra Yard Teachers Summit, she was honored by Reach Higher and College Wise with an Excellence in College Counseling Award. Parker received her BA from Dillard University and Master's in School Counseling from Xavier. Now she's paying it forward. Way to go, Miss Parker.
Awesome. Now, if you know someone deserving of our 3 cheers, send us an email to twist@wgno.com with their picture. Tell us a little bit about their story, and you never know, they might be featured on our show.
That's how we got Miss Parker there. And what do we got next?
Okay, so next,
Here's how TikTok saved my life.
All right, we got the TikTok.
It's our viral video, and you'll find out how this app saved the guy's life.
This story truly shows you the power of social media. Just about everyone knows about the app TikTok. It's the app that's got people dancing, people lip singing, and now even saving lives. TikTok reportedly has 500 million followers, and this one, those two right there, that lady saved that guy's life. How crazy is that? So he had a video that he posted, and you could see in one of the videos he had this irregular mole that was on his back, and she saw it and messaged him and told him he needed to go get it checked out.
Oh my gosh, there's the mole. His name was Alex Griswold, right?
Yep, his name is Alex Griswold, and he went to the doctor. They said it was irregular, and
they removed it.
They removed it.
The power of social media.
Yep.
Except no hot dog legs. That's not going to be saving anyone's life.
No. All right, well, that's our...